Okay. Welcome to It's All About Wrestling, episode 8, featuring me, AA, with RON Aaron Entertainment. We're only a few days away from the New Year. Friday is January 1st. That's the New Year, right? And so this will be the last show of this year for this episode. But don't worry, next episode will be happening next week on the 4th. And my other shows will be happening on Thursday, on New Year's Eve, and Saturday. And Saturday is going to be a sports show, my sports show. It's going to be a big show, man, because some interesting sporting news have been taking place yesterday. We got the big trade of San Diego and in Tampa Bay. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully more news pass along. Oh yeah, we got Haskins is gone. But that's for my show Saturday. And that's going to be my 10th episode. Actually, my 10th episode. But I'm going to plug the shows at the end of this show. But first, let's get on with wrestling. And now, this is not my intention. Obviously, there's nobody's intention to start a show off with this. My intention was to start a show about Biggie winning the Untitled Championship this past Smackdown. But obviously, with the passing of the unexpected passing, out of nowhere passing of Brodie Lee, Luke Harper, John Huber. This past Saturday night happened Saturday night. I was when I heard of it, I was on SRS Sean Westap's Fightful stream doing a Q&A. He was doing a Q&A, and then I saw people. I was looking down the chat, and I saw somebody's post. Brodie Lee passed away. So I go on my Twitter, and then I see AEW statement on Jonathan Huber, Brodie Lee passing away, and I read it. Well, it was a lung issue, not related to COVID. And that shocked me. That shocked. I know Sean had he was doing QA, and it was about 30 minutes in, he had to go off because of course he had to take this. He had to go find out stuff about this, which is understandable. I was shocked. I seen people posting on Twitter, like, it was shocking. I mean, like, we knew he was out for months, right, after losing the title back to Cody Rhodes in October, but he hasn't been seen since the 7th, the last Dynamite. I thought it was maybe suffering. I think we all thought he was maybe dealing with some injuries, minor injuries that took time to heal. Or taking time to heal. But we didn't know he had issues, internal issues, specifically with the lung. I didn't know that. People on this side might know more, and I'm not gonna speculate on what the lung issue was. It's not my business. I know there's some people very upset with some certain people in the wrestling media, probably basing speculation and getting involved in trying to find out what's the cause. To me, I know people are like that. People want to know what. I know people know. Some people want to know what was the cause of the death, but it's not really our business. It's the family's business. If they want to decide to come out with it, and the wife decides what to come out with it. What made him pass away? That's her decision. She said it was non COVID issues, so it could be other things. But when she's ready, let's give her time to heal, man. It's not gonna. When she's ready, guys. When she's wrestling, these wrestling media personalities, you know what I'm talking about. And there's a whole big issue of it on Twitter today. When she's ready, and when the family's ready, she'll maybe she'll talk and go in more detail. But she just lost her husband. Give her time to heal, man. Give her time. Give his family time to heal. Before speculating, before going into detail, trying to find out what happened. It's not our business. It's only the family's business, and it's the family's business. It's the family's business only, and the people close to him. It's not for the public to know. It's not. I know we're wrestling fans, but it's not but we're not in his inner circle. We're not part of his family, not part of his friends. So it's not our business to know, okay? And I know. When the famous person passes away, we all want to know. Well, we all know what happened. It's some people have a curious mind, but when the time comes, if the family wants, they'll tell us what the reason was. But but it's not our business, guys. It's just not our business to know what's the reason. All that matters is that he's not here anymore, and he can't be with his kids. He can't do what he loves. Spend time with his family. He can't wrestle. He can't entertain us. That's all that matters. Who cares what was the reason that he passed away, guys? That's not important. The important thing is he passed away. It doesn't matter how. It's still tragic, okay? It doesn't matter how. It's not like death, dying from a thing. Death has no tear, or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say. Like, it doesn't matter. Family lost a husband and a father and a son. That's all that matters. But let's go into happier notes with this, because it is a sad day and Saturday night, and it's still sad now. But Luke Harper discovered WWE. I know he had a short tenure in AEW, but let's start with WWE first, guys. So what is Luke Harper? He was mostly known for his time in the Wyatt family, Bray and Eric Rowan. And, and then later in 2014, the Wyatt family kind of split up. Eric Rowan went his way. Luke Harper went his way. He won the IC title 2014 at TLC against Dolph Ziggler, one of his best matches. Along the way, the Wyatt family reunited. He was in a big match with Undertaker and Kane at Survivor Series 2015. I believe 2015. Remember? That's a big match. If you're going to a big match against Kane and Undertaker, it's a big match for you. And in 2016, the Wyatt family, they all went to Smackdown pretty much. And then you saw him when Randy Orton joined the Wyatt family in late 2016, 2017. You saw Luke Harper and Randy Orton get along. Didn't appreciate Randy Orton in the Wyatt family. And there's times like this times you're seeing the skills of Luke Harper and how people were just enjoying his matches at the time. And he was getting more popular than Randy Orton. People, remember, it's Randy Orton Bray Wyatt feud for WrestleMania. People want to see Luke Harper more than Randy Orton get the title shot against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. He was getting that much attention from the fans because he was just, for a big man, he was a great worker. And he was putting on entertainment matches at the time. He had a great match with Randy Orton in that. Was it not Elimination Chamber? What was that match? The pay-per-view before WrestleMania. What was it? Back then. Fastlane? Was it Fastlane in 2017? He had a good match. Oh, no. No, it was still Elimination Chamber because Randy Orton wasn't involved in that match because Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble in 2017, so he didn't have to be involved in that Elimination Chamber match for the title. So it was a singles match, and although Randy Orton won, because at the time you have to make Randy Orton look strong to be a strong challenger for Bray Wyatt's WWE title, Randy Orton, and as I said multiple times, he was gaining steam. That was probably when he at his top, the most popular at the time. Because oh shit, I hope I didn't freeze. If I froze, tell me. Cause it looks like I froze. Nope. Okay, looks fine now. Okay. It might be. But after WrestleMania, after that time, the moment kind of stopped. He was a great wrestler. Later in 2018, him and Eric Rowan became a tag team again, the Lungeon Brothers. But the axe like Thor, not the axe, the hammers like Thor, kind of. They won tag team titles. Remember that from Kane and oh yeah, Team Hell No, Kane and Daniel Bryan. And remember, he got involved in that Eric Rowan storyline. He helped Eric Rowan get his biggest win of his WWE career over Roman Reigns at Night of Champions or Clash. And then Daniel Bryan, this is when Daniel Bryan turned face again and joined Roman Reigns to beat Eric Rowan in. This is 2019, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. And shortly after that, Luke Harper was released from WWE and signed with AEW. And this is at the time when AEW really needed to build a Dark Order. Because remember, 2019 and early 2020, Dark Order was a joke. And Dark Order was always hinting of the leader coming, the Almighty One. And we revealed it was going to be, and later it was revealed to be Luke Harper, known as Brodie Lee in AEW. And he brought legitimacy to the Dark Order. Dark Order became serious after being taken by Brodie Lee. And you see him in those skits behind the scenes at the head of the table. His way he would look into his Dark Order cult members, boss them around, tell them you eat this properly, stuff like that. You don't smoke, whatever. He was at times mimicking. You don't cough. He was mimicking Vince McMahon. He got a title match with Jon Moxley at Double or Nothing. He lost to Jon Moxley, of course. And then later on, he beat up Cody Rhodes, like squashed Cody Rhodes. You wouldn't hear that much often. Became AEW champion, held it for a couple months, right? And then Cody Rhodes with the black hair, the new Cody Rhodes at the time, he challenged Brodie Lee to a dog collar match, one of his best matches of his career, both WWE and AEW. Cody Rhodes won, and that's when Brodie Lee was off TV after that, and we didn't know. We thought he was we thought he was just off because of some injuries. We didn't know this. We didn't know he had something internally, right? But so I'll say this about Brodie Lee. I think he was very underrated in WWE because they didn't use him. There was times that they would push him, but then de-push him. They knew how good of a worker he was, and there was times where he was just at home doing nothing. And I think that contributed to him wanting to leave. You could tell he wanted to leave. And so he got released, signed to AEW, and he was very underrated, guys. And WWE could have used him for more. I don't know if he was WWE Championship material, but they could use him more of an Intercontinental title picture guy. He did win it before. U.S. title, tag team title of Eric Rowan. Okay, I think Eric Rowan needed Luke Harper more than Luke Harper needed Eric Rowan. But what I like about AEW, they saw how underutilized he was in WWE. It was very clear, and they were using him to his advantage. What they saw in Luke Harper or Brodie Lee is what WWE did not see in him. And that's when AEW did a pretty good job with that. Yeah, he didn't win the title, the AEW title Moxley, but he had a good match. He did win the TNT title from Cody Rhodes. AEW was doing good things with Brodie Lee. Unfortunately, this passing was unfortunate. And tragic. Nobody saw it coming, but overall, I think he was getting on his foot in AEW. They were using him. And I don't know what it does to the Dark Order. Because with him, Dark Order became popular, started to get somewhere, started to have direction, started to become, people had invested interest in Dark Order this time. And there's a lot of good personalities in Dark Order right now. I don't know what this does for Dark Order going in the future. Would it get a new leader? Would it be not one leader, but all leaders, but all of them have some sort of control? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what to do with the Dark Order. But I really don't want to go into detail about that because it's not about that. So, okay, so it's Brodie Lee, man. If you want to comment below, tell me your thoughts, best matches, anything about Brodie Lee, Luke Harper, John Huber. Oh, what makes it even better? It's just him and I have something in common. He and I. I know he's from northern New York. He's right from Rochester, right? But he was a Leaf fan, a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, which I am. I'm a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. So that's something we have in common. I always see him tweet about the Leafs all the time. And you see pictures of him wearing a Leaf toque in Canada as one of those winter hats, and whatever Leaf attire. And the Toronto Maple Leafs Twitter account acknowledged the passing and sent their condolences to Brodie Lee. So that's the Brodie Lee stuff. It's upsetting, sad, and while it's sad, just remember the good moments he had entertaining us, wrestling fans. Now, let's go on something, okay guys, let's go something that happened this past Smackdown. I'll probably go over it again. And this happened at Smackdown. This guy, Biggie, new Intercontinental Champion, and you see him kissing the title right there. Now, he beat Sami Zayn, right, in a Lumberjack match. We had Raw Superstars. If anybody's going to be Sami Zayn for the IC title, it was going to be Big E. And this SmackDown was the show to do it on. But, well guys, I do a weekly review of wrestling, so I'll get back to the Big E stuff. So, I like this. So, talking smack. Oh, Heyman. I think Big E's going to hold it for some time. But let's get back to a weekly review of wrestling. Okay guys. I'm going to start with Raw last week. Shit, right? We can all agree with shit? Raw is the worst show in wrestling right now? Really the worst show, right guys? Well, I don't have a favorite part. Like, honestly, I guess my favorite part would be the Alexa Bliss stuff and the Fiend. I don't know. Like, of course the Fiend's not done. What can we talk about Raw? I mean, Sheamus and Keith Lee don't get along, obviously. It's obvious after. I like the ending, like the bro kick to Keith Lee to end the show. I like that. The thing is, I like AJ Styles. He knows the issues they're having, so what he did was drop kicking Keith Lee into Sheamus. He knows that if he did that, those two are gonna go at it, and Drew McIntyre has to play peacemaker between the two. Oh, that's okay. But overall, the show was bad. You have Asuka and Charlotte coming out, tag team champions. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Then you have Sexy Muscle France. Terrible name. It's not original. Okay, they're beautiful, they're strong, and they're friends. But like, it's not a good name for Mandy Rose and their book. It's not a really good name. Come with something more creative. You know what? I'll check for you, guys. I'll check. I'm not sure yet, so I'll check. No, man, no, nothing yet. It'll probably come later in the day. Or the script is being rewritten. I don't know. And when Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, they didn't eliminate. They threw Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler over the top rope at the end, right? You know why? Because it's a women's Royal Rumble. So this is something to show that they're going to do for the Women's Royal Rumble. That indicates that those two are going to... It's obvious Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke are going to be in the Royal Rumble for the women's. Nobody's been announced for the Women's Royal Rumble. But it's quite obvious those two. I think Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are going to be in it. If Charlotte and Asuka don't defend their titles, they might be in it. What if? No. I know people are going to be pissed off at me. Pissed off at this idea. Because people are thinking Charlotte and Asuka at WrestleMania. What if Charlotte wins the Royal Rumble again at WrestleMania? 2 years in a row. It's not like it hasn't happened before, right? In the past. What if Charlotte wins the Royal Rumble and challenges Asuka? Where the first Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble, Asuka challenged Charlotte. And this time, Charlotte wins again and challenges Asuka. Goes around the... You know what I mean? What if it happens? If you don't have a tag team match, because I want to see Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax in the Royal Rumble. I don't want to see a tag team match at the Royal Rumble for the titles. I want to see them all in the Royal Rumble. But I mean, just think of that idea. But I know people are gonna be angry. Like I know how people feel about Charlotte. People are gonna be angry if that happens. If Charlotte wins the Royal Rumble two times in a row. Just if people are seeing Charlotte and Asuka at WrestleMania, if they don't have a tag team match, I mean, I don't see Charlotte or Asuka win the Royal Rumble if they're in it. I see a SmackDown woman winning it this year, and I'll get to SmackDown I'll talk about that. We also have okay, so we got T-Bar, Dijak kicking the ass of Ricochet. Okay, again and again. So the only way to build up strong is about beat Ricochet, and it doesn't end until he joins. So when's that gonna be? Just put on a freaking mask already, Ricochet. Just join already. Might be the best thing for your career, man. What the hell? Okay. The Randy Orton Asuka thing. The Randy Orton, not Asuka, Alexa Bliss thing. That was good. That was solid. I mean, Randy Orton thinks he got rid of the Fiend. Obviously, he didn't. You see his music hits it, then it goes darker. Then you see a swing set with Alaska. I almost had a state. Alexa Bliss is on the swing set. He's like the Fiend's everywhere, you know. He's not here. He's whatever. He's in purgatory or something. I guess he's everywhere. You know what she means everywhere. You know. The Fiend. She's building the Fiend like. The thing is, people are like, he burned a man alive on TLC, and I'm like the people. I don't think the Fiend's a human being. I don't think that Bray Wyatt Fiend's a human. He's more like a demon. Guys, I think he's more like a demon. Some sort of entity. They said that on the commentary that he's like an entity on TLC. So that's what I think. That's what they're building him up like. The Undertaker. Let me ask you this: you burn Undertaker, you bury Undertaker. He's a dead man. Is he dead? Is it murder if somebody's already dead? If the person's already dead and you kill him, and is he dead? Is it murder? I mean, Undertaker's been burned, buried. I mean, he's come back, and he's not built like a regular human being. But AJ Styles built him like a regular human last year for WrestleMania. He's old man. He's not like the old Undertaker. He's an old man. I mean, if the Undertaker's dead, should he not be being old and stuff? I get it. He's a human person in real life, but it's kind of like that's the Fiend right there, man. He's not dead. He's not human. He's a demon. Some sort of demon. And that's how I see him, as a demon. And it's good to see Alexa Bliss. It looks like she's done with Nikki Cross. I don't think it's done. Nikki Cross is battling Reckoning on main event. or Mia Yim. I read the article on Fightful about how Gail Kim says Mia Yim should leave Retribution and be it was on Fightful, but Jeremy Lambert, right? I think it should leave Retribution and just be herself and be Mia Yim. And I completely agree. I think this is hurting her. I think it's hurting the women's roster. She'd be more valuable as Mia Yim for the women's roster than as a member of Retribution. I think Retribution is not helping anybody. Not Lee, not Dijak. It really hurts Dijak. Slapjack and Mace, I think it could be a tag team. But I think the group overall the group's not helping anybody. And I know I'm saying this with Ali because nothing's been going Ali's way. Like, nothing has been in his favor for a year and a half. They don't know what to do with him, and this is not helping him. You see, the thing is, they permanent feud with the Hurt Business, and then a feud with Ricochet. This is a downgrade from that, and the Hurt Business are doing amazing things as on Raw. They're both the tag team champions and United States champions holding the title. And apparently WWE trademarked Hardy Bros, the team of Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy. And I don't know what else happened on Raw of note. There's nobody on Raw has been announced for Royal Rumble, but you could speculate it's gonna be in it. It's Royal Rumble's 5 weeks away. It's taking place during the bye week of the NFL playoffs before the Super Bowl, as it does every year. Now let's get to Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, alright? Let's start with NXT. You know what? I really do like NXT. I know people it's not the same as it once was. Because I think it has to do with TV, going to TV. It has to be produced like Raw. But you know what? I like it. I like the Johnny Gargano, the Gargano Way. The Gargano Way. It's a play on from the Star Wars Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian, the people here, the Mandalorians have a saying says, "It's the way," so they took it from that. There was a Christmas tree with Indy Hartwell and what's her name? Indy Hartwell and Austin Theory, and they changed Indy Hartwell's name to Indy Wrestling, and she actually changed her Twitter handle to Indy Wrestling on Twitter. There was a PS5 box. Did anybody see the PS5 box? Means a PS5 console. You know, Johnny Gargano as a heel is great. I love people meet babyface, but he's really shining as a heel. And I know early on people were like, I don't buy him as a heel, but over the year he's become a very good heel. He's annoying and stuff, but a whiner, but he's become a very good heel, guys. Thatcher and Thatcher lost to Leon Ruff. But beat up Leon Ruff, and Thomas Ciampa came out when Thatcher was about to get in the ring. Thomas Ciampa gave him the DDT, and they're gonna have a match at New Year's Evil next in a week and a half, in a fight pitch match. So that's gonna be Ciampa. I think that's so that's basically Thatcher's specialty match is a fight pit match, right? We had women's match. What was the women's match? Rhea Ripley beat Tegan Nox. Dakota Kai. Very solid match. And Raquel was always at the top of the gorilla position, at the top of the stage, staring down Rhea Ripley. And they come down. She comes down. Rhea Ripley challenges her to come down and start brawling with each other and security with each other. I love this. I like the. I don't know. Their Halloween Havoc match was amazing. And at New Year's Eve, they're gonna have a last man standing match. As when Dexter Lumis, who's the host of New Year's Evil, was painting Raquel Gonzalez and Rhea Ripley, last man standing. Or last woman standing. Sorry. And I'm gonna do the thing is, I'm gonna tell you this before I continue on NXT. Next Wednesday, 2:00 before you listen to boy. I'm gonna do a New Year's Evil special preview show. I'll be going over the show, and I'll be talking about the matches and my predictions. And you can join me if you want. That's next Wednesday, because I like doing predictions on the day of the show, because things could change, right? So that's what I'll do next Thursday, next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, next Wednesday. What else have been NXT? Bronze's V is back. He won. Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly were talking about the match. Beckham and Havoc. They were like looking over the match. Each of them, in the separate promos. Okay. Tony Storm was backstage, wants to be the next challenger of Io Shirai for the title. We see Io Shirai's music hits. She comes to the steel chair, sets up the steel chair, calling down Tony Storm to come down. But all of a sudden, who comes out in the crowd? The one member of Retribution who said Retribution was a joke and decided to leave. Mercedes Martinez comes back to NXT and attacks Io Shirai. And I'll tell you this, Warren Hayes kind of called it that she was coming back last week. And now we have Mercedes Martinez, so it's going to be Tony Storm. Look, that woman division even got better, man. They even got stronger. Mercedes Martinez, Tony Storm, Io Shirai, Shotzi Blackheart, Dakota Kai, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez, Candice LeRae, and then when she comes back, Tegan Knox, Ember Moon. That's. Here's what I compare it to. In 2014, you know when the Bellas were reigning supreme, 2014, 2015, the Bellas were reigning supreme, Nikki Bella was a champion. I would watch better, more, because I was more interested in that, because we had Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella at the time. And a little bit later on, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, then Asuka, Ember Moon. But you know what I mean. And that's what it kind of feels like right now, that we have that again with the women's division. And it's just so stuck at the top. I mean, I don't know why you cannot have Charlotte and Asuka defend their titles in NXT with a stacked division of women on NXT. I mean, guys. I mean, you can any of the women can be NXT Women's Champion. What else happened? We don't know the tag team there. Killian Dane and Jake Maverick lost to the Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. In a tag team match, Street Fight, it was kind of like the Raw. Oh, that's another thing about Raw, the tag team Street Fight match. It didn't make sense where they're tagging in and stuff. It's so stupid. What else is NXT? Pat McAfee is not NXT. He explained why. I'm gonna try to find that article for you guys. I'm gonna try to find it. No. Apparently they don't want to use Pat McAfee often. Not because he's good, because they're happy with him. Okay. Pat McAfee speaks on his current NXT status. I'll just give you an update on this. Oh, sorry. This is from his show today. Okay. Whatever, it's not important. Maybe there's matches now won. Who knows? Okay, let's go to AEW. AEW Dynamite, the first so I go to main event. Kenny Omega beat Joey Janela. Was it Joey Janela? Was it that? Joey Janela got some offense in. Per Kenny Omega through the table. Kenny Omega won. Of course, he has to win. Sheeta and Abaddon. They were fighting backstage, right? And then during Sheeta's match, she won. Abaddon was there at the railing. She thinks she took out Abaddon, and Abaddon was just saying like this on the railing, like a zombie, like she wasn't moving, right? She's like all still. Sheeta took her candlestick, tried to poke her a couple times, and that's when Abaddon reacted and scared her, started attacking Sheeta, and what she do? Like Shayna Baszler. She bit Sheeta's neck, and all the blood, and you can see the blood afterwards, and the pictures on Twitter from AEW from Sheeta with the blood. Oh my God, blood's nuts. She freaks me out, man. She's really crazy. Okay, I don't know what else. What else I don't know? You know, so Sting was in the ring. Shivani, it's Sting. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I could do other stuff, but I can't do that. And then the team of Taz comes out, and they basically say, Sting, you can't do it anymore. You can't basically Sting. You can't do it, old man and stuff. He's old. He can't do what he once did. You see Darby Allin walk. Darby Allin was in the crowd. And you see him walk away. And you know Team Taz they want to attack Sting, right? And all of a sudden lights come off, and they come out, and Darby Allin's in the ring with Sting, and Taz backs up, and he basically says, "Oh, with the skateboard in the back." They're not gonna attack, obviously. And Brian Cage is gonna have a match with Darby Allin for the TNT title. I think it's next week. I don't think it's this week. I could be wrong. It's one of these 2 weeks. Okay, we see the Top Flight take on Jericho and MJF. Jericho and MJF. It made them look good. That's what I like about Jericho and MJF. We're willing to work with young talent. That's what AEW does. They want to build up young talent. Young Bucks defeat Acclaim. I just don't like the name Acclaim, because I'm gonna be honest with you. There used to be a video game company called Acclaim that make video games. That's what it just reminds me of. But now everything else they do is fine. The rapping gimmick, whatever. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't know what's gonna go on with the storyline with Brandy Rhodes and Jade Cargill because of the pregnancy. I'm almost thinking like, I think it's real, but they're almost making it sound like it's a work too by the way that they're using it involving storylines. But I don't know. I don't know, man. You gotta be careful with that. And Jade wants some action too. It's like, finally, we have to see her in a match. I mean, she's tall and strong. She has abs and stuff. We have to see her in a match. I mean, just talking doesn't prove anything. You gotta talk to talk, right? You gotta talk to talk, walk to walk. Prove it in the match. And okay. That's basically AEW Dynamite. Let's see. Before I get to SmackDown, so I checked on a email from Fightful Patreon. Join the Patreon. They have batting odds already. Oh, Ron. There is plans, wall plans, or Royal Rumble plans. Royal Rumble favorites. Men Royal Rumble, Biggie's 3-1 favorites. This is early. Big 3-1 favorites. Edge is 3-1. Goldberg's 3-1. I know you don't like to hear that, guys. Nobody likes to hear. Brock Lesnar's 5-1. Keith Lee 5-1. Styles is 10-1. Kevin Owens is 10-1. Daniel Bryan's 12-1. Roman Reigns is 12-1. I don't think Roman Reigns is gonna be in that match. The Rock is 12-1. I don't think The Rock's gonna be in that match. Bray Wyatt 16-1. Maybe we could have a match, and also come back in the Royal Rumble as the Fiend. I don't know. Jey Uso's 18-1. He's not gonna win. Braun Strowman's not gonna win. See, those are the odds for the men, but not for the women yet. For the women, yeah, there is women. The odds is have Bianca Belair 9-2, and Rhea Ripley 5-1. Alexa Bliss is 6-1. Ronda Rousey 7-1. Shayna Baszler is 8-1. Becky Lynch is 9-1. I'll be surprised if Becky Lynch comes back and wins. I don't see it happening. Bayley's 10-1. Charlotte Flair is 12-1. Sasha Banks is 14-1. Nia Jax, 14-1. And there are some Raw plans. So the plans to have the Hardy Bros in New Day. This is from Fightful. New Day against Hurt Business in an 8-man tag team match. The plan is for the plan was in place for the last several weeks. Was hold off because of Lashley's title defense on Total Royal Rumble, but there has been discussions of moving it up. And they're going to announce more names for Legends Night. And I'm going to talk about Legends Night next Monday, and I'm going to go over a list. I'll show you the list. And also. And here's betting odds for championships at the end of next year. Who's going to hold the championship at the end of next year? So Roman Reigns has 2-5. I mean, this is very early, guys. Biggie is 4-1. Universal Champion. Seth Rollins is 5-1. Kevin Owens is 10-1. Daniel Bryan is 16-1. Otis is 20-1. Okay, after Otis, just don't get serious. WWE Champion. Drew McIntyre. Brock Lesnar. Okay, Drew McIntyre is 2-1. Brock Lesnar is 3-1. AJ Styles is 4-1. The Fiend's 5-1. Keith Lee is 6-1. Edge is 8-1. And as early favorites. But that could change with the draft, possibly again in 2021. That could change. That could all change. Becky Lynch is for the Raw Women's Championship 2-1. I don't know. Maybe if she comes back. Charlotte Flair is 3-1. Alexa Bliss is 4-1. Asuka is 4-1. Shayna Baszler 6-1. I can see that. I can see Shayna Baszler. Lacey Evans 16-1. Mandy Rose, Nia Jax, Peyton Royce. I don't see anybody after that. SmackDown Women's Championship is not a lot here. So Sasha Banks is 3-2. Bianca Belair is 5-2. Carmella is 8-1. Liv Morgan is 21. Ruby Riott is 21. Billie Kay is 25-1. Mickey James is 33-1. So Mickey James on SmackDown. Natalia is 33-1. Tamina is 33-1. So there's a lot of betting odds who hold the title to the end of the year. That got changed, right? That's early odds. Things change. Some people could get hurt. Some could get drafted, different brands. Some may get pushed and some de-pushed. I don't know. Things could change very early. I don't like to use it. I know I said hurt, but it's a possibility that could happen. But let's go to SmackDown, guys. So this SmackDown was great. It was like a mini pay-per-view. This SmackDown, the first match kicked off the show right after the football game. There was an afternoon NFL game. Right? Where Tampa Bay destroyed. No, was it Tampa Bay? Destroyed the Lions. Or was it? No. It was New Orleans. New Orleans destroying the Vikings, right? New Orleans destroying the Vikings. 6 touchdowns from Alvin Kamara, right? So right at the show, this got the highest ratings of SmackDown too, man. With the in a 3 million range to 4 million range. That's a big jump. So the first match is Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens for the Universal title. in a cage match. Now, this match was good. Not as good as the TLC match. It was good. Solid match. Roman Reigns retains here, but the ending is Jey Uso got involved. He handcuffed Kevin Owens' hands to the cage near the door. So the door was open. Kevin Owens is trying to hopefully stretch his feet onto the floor, but he couldn't reach it. And you see Roman Reigns recovers, walks down the stairs. He just looks at Kevin Owens. It's like by smirking and laughing a little bit. And Kevin Owens like, "You bitch, you son of a bitch." And Roman Reigns retains. And then next match is a tag team match between the women. So Asuka, Charlotte against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair against Carmella and Bayley. Charlotte and Asuka, they have a little bit lengthier promo. And then all of a sudden, one by one, Bayley comes out. And then she gets interrupted by, I think, Bianca. And she kept getting, the interruptions come out. And it was an elimination tag team match. The interruptions were annoying, I agree with a lot of people there. Elimination match. Bayley and Carmella's team gets eliminated first. So it's down to Charlotte and Asuka against Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. The way this match ended, Bayley and Carmella never left ringside, so they managed to take out Sasha Banks, leaving Bianca Belair to Sasha Banks and Asuka, where Charlotte landed natural selection to Bianca Belair and gets the 1, 2, 3. And I know a lot of people are having problem with Bianca Belair losing here, taking the pin. I don't have a problem with that because look who she's in the ring with. Every single woman besides her was a champion. Was a champion on the main roster. And yes, I'm putting Carmella up there. She was a champion. They are high. They put her in the ring with Asuka and Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Carmella. Maybe Carmella's a little bit lower than those five. But you could clearly tell they're high on her. And taking that loss does not hurt her at all. They know. I guarantee you, I think she'll be a champion in 2021. But it doesn't hurt her at all. But putting in that match with those five, they show how much their confidence they have in her. They show they're putting faith in her. They show that they know she could do it. She's legit. And she's my pick to win the Women's Royal Rumble. As the odds say, she's the favorite. And you know why she's teaming up with Sasha. They want to tease her. They want to tease a match between the two. So this doesn't hurt. They're not burying Bianca Belair. If they wanted to bury Bianca Belair, they would not put her in this match. They would put her against Billie Kay or Tamina or something. Not in this match. Now we go to the next match. The next match is Jey Uso versus Daniel Bryan. So Jey Uso attacked Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan beats Jey Uso. Obviously, has happened. Jey Uso's ever since becoming Roman Reigns' lackey, has been losing and losing. After that, Daniel Bryan was being interviewed backstage, where he announced that he was going to enter the Royal Rumble, something he has never done, and he wants to do is win the Royal Rumble. We all thought he would do in 2014 and 2015. So it looks like the plan for Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns for the title at Royal Rumble is not going to happen. Well, I guess it could happen at WrestleMania, because it looks like Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns are going to continue for the Royal Rumble, and I think it should. One more time, Royal Rumble. In the main event, we got the Lumberjack match between Biggie and Sami Zayn. The Lumberjacks, we got some Lumberjacks from Raw, Angel Garza, I think Lance Dorado, Akira Tozawa, and Gulak were there. There was a point where Sami Zayn wanted to leave, tried to leave. Apollo tackled him, and a bunch of them picked him up, and they surfed him like a wall crosser, surfed him into the ring. Big E hits a big ending and becomes new Intercontinental Champion. You see him kissing the title here. And that's how the show ended, with Big E becoming new Intercontinental Champion this past Smackdown. Yeah, we know it's taped, and some people already knew this was gonna happen, but it's still good to see. It was a good Smackdown, guys. It was a really good Smackdown. It felt like a mini pay-per-view. And that's what I think the WWE is starting to aim for at Smackdown. Make it a special kind of Smackdown on Christmas. And maybe they'll do something, though. And if I think, next Smackdown is on the first day of January, the first day of the year, so it's on New Year's. I think they're gonna try to do something like that, replicate a Smackdown like that. Try to make it one of the best shows. Kick off the New Year with a great show. Put on something that we could entertain us. Because WWE likes to do that. So that's my WWE Weekly Review. So, yeah, I'm happy for Biggie. It's about time. Last time he was Intercontinental Champion was like in 2014. Or around there. Or 2013. It was a long time ago. I don't know if it's going to be on a totem pole. On a trajectory to become Universal Champion. He should be at some point. He should be a Universal Champion a long time ago. But this is good for him. He should hold it for a while. Build him strong. And I think Sami Zayn's going to get a rematch. Because he's going to wriggle his way into it. He's going to go with... as a heel, he's great with it, annoying. He's going to complain to the authorities that he shouldn't be in this match. He'll try to wriggle his way and get into a rematch and stuff. So I'm going to enjoy that. It's not done. So that's the weekly review of the wrestling from last week. Now, what else is there in wrestling news? Let's see if there's any Raw matches for Raw. For a match from Raw tonight, a Raw preview, all I know is that it's going to be the Hurt Business, all four of them, taking on the Hardy Bros and New Day. Hardy Bros is Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy. WWE has trademarked that name too. I'm checking to see if there's any wrestling news, but I got some baseball news. Damn, fucking San Diego Padres. My God. They got this guy. I'm sorry, I know I'm going off there. I'm going to talk about it on a Saturday show, but they got Blake Snell and they got this guy from Korea, Kim. And now they're talking to Cubs about Yu Darvish. My God. I might pick him as early favorites to win NL West. And it's only January when my show starts. My 10th show on Saturday. So, let's see. I'm going to check WWE's Twitter. See if there's any matches announcements. Nope. So, Daniel Bryan's in the Royal Rumble. The first entry for the men's Royal Rumble. Nobody else. But, it's pretty clear who's going to be in it. We'll probably get more announcements of more entries in the Royal Rumble today. People will declare. Okay, so this is my show for It's All About Wrestling episode 8. So I'm gonna plug a show, man. My next show is gonna be Thursday. It's all about the pop. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about yet. I'll have to search up stuff up about that. But there is going to be an episode at 3 p.m. Eastern. Or either 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. depending. I plan to do a reaction, a talk about Wonder Woman tomorrow. I still have it up, but Wonder Woman, talk about the movie spoilers and what I think they should do for Wonder Woman 3. I still have it up. If you want to watch it, check it out. I may not do it. There's a chance I may not do it. Depends how I feel tomorrow. I feel fine, guys, but every day is different. Thursday is all about the pop. That's happening. Saturday, Why We Love Sports, episode 10. I may have guests on. I may try to get some guests on. I'll be talking about NBA, NFL. I mean, this last week NFL, so some playoff spots are on the line. NBA will go over some season injuries. I cry like not right. 50-point loss. We're talking about baseball specifically. San Diego Padres making this crazy moves. As I said like 2 minutes ago, Blake Snell. They're looks like they're gonna get Yu Darvish, and they got the guy from Korea, Kim. What does this mean for them in NL West? I'll be talking about hockey too, guys. We got some signings in hockey and the World Juniors. So, thank you for listening, guys. Hope enjoy, and I'll see you possibly tomorrow, but Thursday. So like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll see you Thursday, maybe tomorrow, but Thursday for sure. Thank you, guys, and have a good afternoon and week.